What's going on, everyone? Welcome. This is the Warehouse Series, and this is another Discord Friday. I hope everyone enjoyed the holiday last week. Let's get on to today's Discord Friday. First and foremost, if you guys are brand new, please subscribe to the channel. Click that notification bell so you guys don't miss out on my videos. Give me a thumbs up. And if you guys are not a member of that Discord, you are missing out on a great community, probably the biggest warehouse Discord community there is. I guarantee it is. And if you guys want to support the channel, you can either donate or click the link below to go surf over at my eBay shop. Let's get on to today's video. All right, guys. So Jeremy, over on Discord asked me to go over a couple commands over on Vocollect. I hope I cover these. Now, there are a lot of different systems out there. There's Lydia, there's Heather. There's just all kinds of different systems. So I'm not 100% sure that all of these commands are going to be regarding to you. But if you use Vocollect and these or even Lydia or whoever, and you got these commands, please listen to them. So first and foremost, at the beginning of our order, whenever we say ready, okay, for our Vocollect system, it's going to tell me, it's going to rattle off, your order is blah, blah, blah. It's going to, at our warehouse, it'll tell us the whole entire LPN, and it's going to tell you where you start, where you finish, how many cases and how many pick locations, and it's going to tell you the cube and how many pallets. So it'll tell me like, okay, you have a 2 pallet order, 134 cube pallet. It starts in 10, ends in 20. It's 200 cases at 180 pick locations, and you have 58 minutes to do it. All right, I'm just saying that as an example. This beginning part right here, people say ready. As soon as it says that, or when you're ready for your next order or whatever it says, say ready. People will say ready, and they'll say ready again, and it'll say go to L10. So they'll skip all this, which is the most important part of your order. Before you throw case 1, you should know all this. And I hope it does tell you this on your system. So please do not ever skip over this. And if your stuff is a little different than this with Lydia and stuff like that, ask your trainer, what exactly is this implying to whenever it says this at the beginning of our order. You really need to pay attention to that. And how much more? All right, so it tells us what aisle we finish in. So let's say we finish in 20 aisle, and I'm in aisle 18. Well, maybe that's the opportunity. I got, 135 cube or whatever it is, and I know I'm coming to the end. So I'm going to say how much more. And it's going to say 20 cases at 15 pick locations. Well, I know I only got 20 cases left. I'm grabbing a couple quantities along the way, and I'm going to hurry up and select these cases and top off my pallets. So I always say how much more whenever I am towards the end of my order. I also say how much more before I throw case number 1. Because if I forgot in this little bit up here where it's reading me off everything, if I forgot what they told me, okay, they said 200 cases at 150 pick locations. Well, I forgot that. If I say how much more, it's going to tell me again. So how much more is a very good command to know. Quantity. Now, I don't know if this regards to you, but at our warehouse, let's say we have 35 cases that we got to select. Maybe we got 35 strawberries we have to select. I can't understand what the thing's saying to me. Is it saying 35 or 45? I don't know. Well, at our warehouse, we could say quantity, and you have to say it like that, quantity. You have to over enunciate it because otherwise it doesn't understand you. So I say quantity, and it'll say quantity, and it'll tell you the pick location, and it'll say 35. Instead of 35. It'll break it down into each separate number, say 35. So it'll say 35. That way I know it's saying 35 and not 45. So I hope you have that command as well. Repeat last pick. Probably one of your best commands that you can have, because maybe I selected a case and I'm bullshitting, and maybe I'm talking to somebody, or maybe I'm held up with traffic and I can't remember where the heck I'm at. Did I select my last case? I don't even remember. Well, repeat last pick. All right, you say repeat last pick, it's going to tell you the pick location and how many cases you selected from that pick. If you didn't select any, well, then you need to go grab that case. Say again is your best friend. All right, say again is basically you did not hear what the Vocollect or Lydia or whoever had to say, and you say again. And I also want to say is that, for you foreign speakers that are just coming into the country and you're getting these warehouse jobs, because we've had that at our warehouse, where a lot of people come in, as long as you can understand English. Now, the Vocollect system is going to speak English to you, but if you want to, you could speak Spanish back to these. All right. You can speak whatever the heck you want back to this. So for say again, a lot of people say repeat. All right. So you could pick whatever command you want. When you're training your words, all right, with your trainer, you're training your words and it says say again. Maybe I want to say repeat. So when it says say again, say repeat. Say again, repeat. How much more? You could say whatever you want for that. All right. So just remember that. You guys could say whatever you want for the numbering. If you're Russian, you could say Adin, Deval, 3. Spanish, uno, dos, tres. All right. Un, deux, trois. You know, for French, you guys can say whatever you want. All right. So whenever you're training these words, you do not have to say exactly what it says. Remember that as well. All right. Another thing I want to go over is somebody posted that they used to select in a warehouse where it actually told them what pallet to put the cases on. And now they're throwing in a warehouse where they have, you know, the same store on both pallets. And they're having a little bit trouble distinguishing where should I start a base, where should I stop the base. So what I would like to say is with this, is if I'm throwing this pallet right here, maybe when I get to the Gatorade, is maybe a spot that I want to start my second base. So let's say I got a 2 pallet order. I start right here. I get a nice base established waist high. Well, maybe the Gatorade is where I want to start my second base. So whatever warehouse you're in, you need to start learning where that pallet on the second base is going to start. So what I told this person is start your first base, get it established. And when you get into heavier stuff, maybe that's when you want to start your second base. All right. And then get that established to waist high. And then you can start building back and forth. I think that is a very good way of doing things. But knowing when to start your second base is very important. So for that person that reached out and said that, you know, just learn. Look, all guys, don't be afraid to watch other people in the warehouse. All right, so you're new to that warehouse. We're in dry goods. We're starting off with juices and stuff down here. We get into some broth, whatever these are, applesauces, and then we get into the Gatorades. Well, everyone's using their Gatorade for a second base. Why am I building straight up with this? Maybe I should try using my Gatorade as a second base. So really knowing when to start your second base is really important because the base is everything on your pallets. All right, guys, now we're going to get into a couple pallet reviews, and I'm going to start off with this one right here with the ramen noodles, whatever you guys call them. I love how you started off this pallet with column stack and 5 of these high. Guys, when you have a base like this, you know, these are pretty solid, actually, these hard noodles. I love how you just started off with 5 high and just switched to rotation. Guys, that's all you need to tie in this pallet. This from here down is just a solid base. And then we just topped it off with column stack. And remember, guys, when you establish a base, you can column stack and it goes that much quicker. I guarantee this person just belted out these orders with no problem whatsoever. And guys, remember, when you back under, let's say we had a 1 pallet order and we back under, we want to back under right to here. All right, that's what those marks are there for. So that's where you could break back under without breaking your wood. But we have a 2 pallet order, but just a great job all the way around. Establish a base, and then you can column stack. All right, guys, I posted this one just because it's different. All right, I love when we see different products. We always see freezer, we always see perishable, and we always see dry goods. I don't know exactly what's going on here. These look like oils to me, but just a great job. I don't mind this at all. You know, we column stacked. We got our nice solid corner established here, and then we tied in when we could. So we basically what we're doing is we're tying in. I always say that too, guys. With my cross and T, you could actually tie in each of the 4 corners. This one back here, perfect. I love it. See that right there? That's a tie-in. It doesn't look like it's much, but it is. And then we put one up like this, and we kept going in the same direction. Actually, a great job of this pallet. Nice and square. That's the most important thing. I don't like the cans of Red Bull up on their end. I don't know what these cases are here. So basically what I say is when you do something to this nature, which I totally disagree with, if you're going to stack anything on top of them, make sure they are light boxes that are not going to crush the cans that you have on their sides. So as long as these 4 cases are light, then we're good to go. All right, this one right here, there's a few things I want to say. I don't know if this is our broken piece of wood. It could be just a piece of wood that was just laying there. I'm not 100% sure. I don't like white wood. I hate white wood. I use blue and red wood only if you're allowed. Other than that, I don't like the 3 high with the juices. I always say 2 high. You could call them stacked juices too high, but not 3 high. You start getting a lot of buckling in the cases whenever you start column stacking these too much. And I truly believe these are an easy case to tie in. So to me, there's no need to column stack these 3 high. What this person did, if that's what they're comfortable with, then so be it, because they did take the opportunity on their 4th layer to tie everything in. I'm just a layer down, all right, because I just know from experience, I spent most of my 26 years up at the perishable building stacking this stuff, and I just know when you stack too many of these 3 high, you start getting a lot of buckling going on because you're putting direct pressure right on top of each other. I honestly don't even call them stack too high. I'm just saying that I think too high is appropriate, but 3 high is too much. I tie in every single layer. So I think these are easy to tie in. I like how we got our big cases on the back. I just would have done things a little different. So I like the 4 across, and I don't follow the block with these juices, guys, that come off the pallet. So there are few things I do not follow the block on, and these are one of them. I think they 15 or 16 block them. And if you guys look at the full pallet that is in the slot for picking, I hit the mic again, I'm sorry, you're hanging off the pallet. I either go 4 across like they did, or I do a 5 block. Or you know what I mean? Like for the front, I go 2 in with 1 in the middle, 2 in. And I'll hang off the cases a little bit, but not much. But it's a nice square pallet. I don't mind the utilization of the slip sheet. These look like butters. I don't like putting butters on their sides because they're the tubs and the plastic lids. If you put weight on them, they're going to pop off. And it's possible that the little film that's on the butter is going to pop off as well and ruin the tub. So if these are butters, I do not like putting butters on their sides. I like the high cases on the corner, low or inside. I don't like the juice upside down. There's absolutely zero reason to put liquid upside down, I promise you. It's not a bad pallet. It's square. It's within the confines of the pallet, and it's not going to go anywhere. It's just not how I would do things. But that's why I love this channel, because you got someone that this is working for them. I don't agree with it. Doesn't mean I'm right and this person's wrong. I just don't agree with it. But if you guys want to build like this, knock yourself out. All right, guys, and on to this pallet right here. The reason why I posted this one is because I want to commend this person for not layering out the eggs. So we started off, I would imagine you started off with the eggs and you started off with 6 eggs. And I want to say thank you for column stacking these 6 eggs up the front of your pallet and not stacking them behind. So we are stacking more weight on them. Guys, when you have eggs, this is how we start off in our dairy. We start off with eggs. So if I have 12 eggs, I'm going to go 3, 6, and I might even stack another 3 right on top of them, 9 with a couple up the back. I'm trying to leave as much pallet exposed as possible. I do not want to stack on eggs just because the warehouse gives you a direction to stack product in does not mean that, okay, I don't care, I'm just going to stack this how I want. So this person here did not take these 6 eggs and put them out as a base and stack more juice on them. They put them up the front, and we're going to track. I mean, we did stack a couple juices on, but we got yogurt on top of that. There's actually not a ton of weight on these eggs. So I just wanted to show this picture that if you have 6 eggs or 9 eggs, it doesn't mean you have to layer them out as a base if you're coming to get juice afterwards. So this almost looks like our warehouse. I'm not sure. This looks like our produce because this is how we start. We start with the eggs, and then we get to the juice, and then we get yogurts. But I really just want to say thank you for not crushing the eggs and really caring about what you do. Guys, no, I don't work in the warehouse anymore. I despise that damn warehouse that I worked at. But I still, when I was there, I did things right. And I love seeing people do things, showing that they care about the product, getting to the warehouse in a safe manner. All right, guys, and I want to down with this. I did this video a few weeks ago. It was talking about the rat rates within the warehouse setting. I actually did a Discord video over this because somebody messaged me saying, hey, can you please talk to us? We want to. I was actually brothers that work at the warehouse together. And I talked to them while they were working at the warehouse and talking about this video. If you guys do not see this, go watch it And I'm curious with this topic of this video, if you guys want to do a live. I haven't done a live in a while. I actually got to figure out how to do it again. I haven't done it in a while, but if you guys want to do another live video and a live chat where we could talk about this video in particular, let me know in the comment section below. All right, guys, that's it for today. I really appreciate everybody for joining in. Remember to subscribe to the channel, join that Discord, and help support the channel. I'm going to have another video coming out soon talking a little bit about my experience of leaving the warehouse after 26 years. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day.